it is with my pleasure that I finally in real life get to introduce you guys to an artist we've only spoken to virtually before. Someone whose music can heal your spirit, right? Whether you're bouncing like a satellite all over Berlin or drunk sleeping in taxis, we can finally really get to know her because we're seeing her in live. So get your camera rolling, folks, if you're watching us on Twitch, that is. And welcome to Magic 89.9. Say ciao, bonjour, hola, and sawadee ka. And of course, welcome to Valentina Ploy. Hello, Valentina.
Hello, I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, believe us, we are so happy to see you here as well. Finally in real life after like 2 interviews.
Yeah. I'm here in flesh and bones.
I know, right? So first off, how are you? How have things been?
I'm great. Very happy again to be here because my first time here in the Philippines. And really, it's been a long time coming. Like, I've been wanting to come here for so long. And finally, it happened after, pandemic and stuff.
Finally, right? Like, because I remember in the last interview, you told me that you had plans of coming to the Philippines in like 2020, and of course, we know what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
So how does it feel to be back to traveling the world and being on tour and with your music and everything?
It feels amazing, really. And this is kind of like my first press tour that I'm doing, so I'm super extra excited, to be honest with you.
Right, because you started releasing music in 2019. So
exactly, so it's been quite a while, and I actually released my EP in a bit of an unfortunate time, which was like in like super pandemic in 2020 or something. So it was absolutely impossible to like travel and to promote and yeah.
I can imagine because I remember though, like your labels were actually promoting you like in the midst of the pandemic, What the Duck and everything. They were like, Valentina. I was like, she's really good. Oh my goodness.
Thank
we
you.
We need her in the Philippines soon, but like, at least things are okay now. How are things back in Thailand, by the way?
They are much better, I think. It is open to foreigners. You can go and have a holiday there. You guys can go there too, so we can be more often. And everything, back to almost normal. You don't really have to wear a mask now there. So, yeah.
For all those who are listening on radio, I just threw my mask behind me. No, because I'm actually, like, low-key, I'm actually taking a vacation to Bangkok, like, end of November, so I'm kind of excited.
Please come to some festivals then.
Oh.
It's festival season from when I go back, like October, November, December. It's like so many festivals. You should join. Like, come, like, just hang.
Oh my goodness, no! Thank you for telling me that because now I have a lot of I have more things to do when I'm in Thailand. Oh my goodness. Okay, thanks Valentina for that for the locals' advice. So, of course, Valentina Ploy, everybody. We've had her here on Magic 89.9 twice, and it's the first time we're actually seeing each other in real life.
Yeah.
And so, again, it's finally nice to really know ya in real life. Sorry, I got so many puns with songs. So, again, for all of us who are just listening to us right now, for those who haven't seen the interviews, let's do a little recap of Valentina. So, Valentina, I know I asked you this before, but how did you get started with music? I mean, 2019 was when you first released your EP Satellite, and how did you get started on that path with music?
With music, it actually started like from way back since I was like a kid. I used to use music kind of like a personal outlet to express my feelings and emotions that I couldn't say in like other ways. So yeah, I just started writing music at a very young age, but just as my personal hobby. Like I really enjoyed that and just writing out everything I felt, and then I started playing guitar. But I actually officially like started releasing as an artist in 2019. But before that, I did like some singing competition and like whatever way that I could kind of like find, you know, to bring myself into this world for what I knew at the time.
So what pushed you over into actually like releasing and recording music? Because you had like singing contests, you had your guitar, but like what pushed you over to get like to get that recording contract going?
It was actually a bit random. I mean, not random, but like I was, I mean, my mom is Thai, so I used to come to Thailand, go to Thailand like every year. And then one year I was on holiday again, and I just randomly did The Voice Thailand. And then after that, like some kind of like other opportunities opened up, and randomly, like after another competition I've done, I found my first indie label, like What the Duck Music. And yeah, just literally very randomly. I sent them some demos. At first they didn't even like them. And then after, like, you know, they were like, oh, when they heard See You in Life that I sent from Italy, I remember that. And they were just like, okay, yeah, let's do this. And that started my career.
I love how like, I love how like they were just like, yeah, okay, let's do it. after sending them so many demos. Okay.
Yeah.
But still, at least you know for a fact that you did the voice. I've seen the footage. You've done the voice. You've made your mark already in the music industry. So between all of that, because you said you had been singing all the way. I'm assuming like all the way back in Italy as well. You had been already singing, right?
In my bedroom, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's where it all starts actually. Bedroom DJs, bedroom singers. Well, yes. Acoustics in the toilet are great,
amazing,
by the
right?
way.
It's a great echo.
Right? Oh
For
my
me,
goodness.
that I had, you know, zero access to any kind of studios when I was younger. For me, the toilet was amazing. I was just going in there and record voice memos.
Right? Like every time I feel like I'm such a great singer in the shower. Then I step out and like, no, I'm not.
No.
I see all the windows shattering after that. So with your first songs coming out in 2019, and just like that, 3 years later, you're touring like at least Southeast Asia for now. I want to ask though, like, because most of your songs came out during the pandemic, what is that journey like? Like, because you like you said a while ago, you couldn't go out and promote and perform. What is it like just promoting from home?
It's interesting. I mean, sometimes I guess at the beginning it was a bit frustrating because, you know, it's like part of what I love to do is also go out, meet people, play shows, and like just feel the energy with other humans and not just being stuck at home like that. But at the same time, the positive side is that at least we had like the online channels, at least.
Yes.
So it was still possible. Like imagine in a world where there was no technology, you know, it would be even more sad. Like
It would be actually, because we, for one thing, we wouldn't have ever had interviews.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And the thing is, you know, embrace technology. I saw you like, well, I was playing Really Want to Know You earlier. I saw you doing like the drums and everything, 808 drums. Did you actually study also like other instruments?
No, I'm totally like not capable. Like even the guitar, I actually started learning it alone. And on YouTube and stuff. I never took really singing lessons or classes. I'm not like academic in the music like that. Yeah, it was more like a natural, like my personal passion. And then drums, I think in another life I would love to be a drummer because I really find them like very satisfying, but I have zero coordination. So it's very hard for me.
Well, that's actually what I was going to bring up, because with technology and electronics nowadays, you can make drums happen.
But
in
then
and
I'm
out.
also bad at technology.
Oh, great. Well, at least we're here talking in real life now.
Ask Rachel.
Oh my goodness. But still, the fact that you have, you said that you had never taken singing lessons. I can say though, you were just a natural at your talent.
I don't practice. I think in my willpower, I don't know, like since I was very shy and really like no. But then I guess like naturally, you know, you become better at something if you practice a lot and you have a lot of love for it. Because technically, I don't know if probably if a singing teacher comes and hears me, I would be like, oh no, I'm doing everything wrong. But I just sing with my heart, really. I don't know where to put my voice, in which channel or whatever.
Well,
like that.
In all fairness to that, that's actually great advice, you know, because practice does make perfect. And anything you put your mind to, you'll become better and better at it until you realize, oh my goodness, I'm actually doing this. I mean, you're on tour right now for your music, so...
Yeah, right, it's insane. I was thinking about it last night in bed and it was getting me very emotional. I was like, oh my god, like I'm here, I feel so lucky. I'm in the Philippines, a new country, it's such a beautiful country, like, you know, doing what I love. And I was like, huh.
I'm getting emotional. Wait, stop. Oh, no. But speaking of emotional as well, your latest single to come out, especially under Warner, is called Camera It's an absolute heartbreaker.
Yeah,
It really.
sorry for that.
Don't be sorry. Oh my God. Like, music moves people. Do not be sorry for moving people. I've had people before going, no, so sorry for breaking heart. Like, no, don't be sorry, because like you got the message through with your music. So, Valentina, can you tell us how Camera Roll came together as a song?
So Camera Roll came as like me imagining like losing someone, and it is about, you know, when you lose someone and then you look back in the camera roll and you still see pictures of them,
Oh,
and
boy.
how, you know, things can change. Like sometimes everything change, but then in the pictures everything stays exactly the same, and it's like safe in the camera roll kind of thing. So the song wants to like capture this feeling that I had, and yeah.
So it was based on a real life experience.
Well, yes, it was like actually the first song that I wrote just out of my own imagination. Like I wasn't going through heartbreak in that moment, but I imagined
Yeah.
losing that someone, and then I released when that happened.
Oh my gosh.
You know?
One, I'm so sorry that it had to happen and coincide with the release, but at least it makes a song more like there's more of a connection with the song now than anything
Yeah.
else. I mean, hardcore, I can relate to that. Like just scrolling through a camera and like, oh no.
You're right. And then you're just like, no.
But folks, of course, don't forget, Camera Roll is out on all streaming platforms right now. Don't forget as well, it's playing here on Magic 89.9. And by the way, I did read up that you also have, like speaking of Heartbreak, by the way, you also have a fan collaboration called the Heartbreaker Club. Can you tell us more
Yeah.
about how that came to be? Because it's interesting.
Yeah, to be honest, it's like she's here, Rachel from Warner Music. She was very like helpful in
Shout out.
having, yeah, shout out to Rachel Alisa Ten. But like she had this idea of like, you know, that it would be nice to connect with fans through you know, to kind of like promote the song in more of a genuine way, because everybody can feel connected through heartbreak. And she was like, oh, should we do this playlist? Because obviously I didn't know that it was possible because I'm bad at technology. But then yeah, when she introduced the idea, I was super up for it and happy about it, and I was surprised to see how many people started adding their own heartbreak songs to the playlist. So yeah, it was a very nice little moment.
Yeah, because, you know, like music, the way I see music, it's a shared experience. So
It is.
right? So once you get to collaborate and share with other people your experiences and see their experience, you know, it feels like you're in your own little happy family.
Yeah, it's
So
true.
to speak. So I'm really glad you actually did the Heartbreaker Club, because not a lot of people I know have actually gone that far with fan service, and you know, some of them turn out to be friends after a while. That's one thing I've seen in this industry. So speaking of heartbreak and ballads, you actually have a ballad out right now called "Hurts Like Hell" with Rabel.
Yeah.
I know this track was actually done with Sadie Jean originally, but I'm not gonna lie, you fit so well into the track. I thought you were the original,
Yeah.
like, female voice of the track. How did this collaboration come about?
This one was also like way back. I remember actually we connected like through management and stuff, but I've been a big fan of Rabel for a long time. Like,
He's really good.
yeah, he's super good, and I had so many of his songs saved in my Spotify and stuff, and Hurts Like Hell was one of them. So when I received actually the email that he wanted to do like kind of like a Southeast Asia version with me, I was like, so happy, you know. And yeah, that's how it came about, and I was very happy to be featured on the track. I could, even though that's like a song I didn't write personally, but it's like I can connect to it. That came after Camera Roll, so Imagine My State, and
Oh my goodness, right. It came out like right after.
yeah,
Okay, Warner, can you guys
life
stop
is
like,
funny.
Can you guys stop releasing stop surrounding her with songs
Everything.
that are sad? Gotta get some happy songs back here for Valentina. So, given that you've also been non-stop releasing music ever since 2019, of course with an EP also out there, the big question right now, Valentina, is when are we gonna see a full album of your songs?
I think early next year
Ooh, exciting.
will come out. Yeah, I'm still battling. It's taking a bit longer than expected because we're trying to sort out how many songs, because I write so many songs, and sometimes it's very hard to just narrow them down into one group and like which baby do I cut, which one do I include. It's like that. So yeah.
I mean, you could also do a Drake and release this all of them, like 40 songs in one album.
I could. Should I?
Just like, Warner, will you allow that? So I'm really excited though. So 2023 is your target date though for your album.
Should be, yeah.
Okay, that's really exciting because honestly, like a collection of your best tracks and your biggest songs and new songs as well. I can't wait. It's, oh my goodness. Okay, you got me hyped up for that one.
Thank you.
Also, before we wrap things up, I just want to ask as well. I mean, you grew up in Italy, right?
Yeah.
How did you learn how to speak French and Spanish as well? Because I know you're like you're multilingual. You're a polyglot. That's what it's called.
Polyglotta. Yeah.
See.
See. So actually, okay, so in Italy, when at a very young age you at school you start studying English, and then there's French. Then I did like linguistic high school. You can choose a direction there, and mine was like linguistics, so I had to choose between Spanish and German, and I chose Spanish. But actually, I think just out of practice and me really loving speaking languages, because then like I also at university studied languages, and I did Spanish also there, and I lived in Spain for almost a year for a scholarship during university, and yeah, so that's how I just practicing shamelessly talking to everybody like that, and then loving it very much. So I just practice, and then I could speak.
That is absolutely amazing. Like, because I only know a handful of people who can speak more than 2 languages, and even smaller number can speak more than 3.
Okay.
And it's just amazing to see how you've been able to hone at least 5 languages and still write so well in one of them. Actually, you know what? Given that, are you ever planning on releasing music in one of your other languages?
Never say never. I think Spanish could be for sure like a way. Like I have actually some songs that are already hybrid between English and Spanish, and some that are totally Spanish, and then I maybe Italian a little bit. I don't know.
I would say you should.
Maybe. Never say never.
Exactly.
If it makes sense. Yeah.
It does, because oh my goodness, like if it's a mother tongue on your end, why not, right?
Yeah.
Like expand, explore la canción español.
Española.
And I mean, you have like Italy has a ton of great songs. Like I'm a big fan of Italo disco, so like that's just me. But like
which artist do you like?
Oh my goodness, this is gonna get embarrassing for to an extent. But I am a big fan of well, it comes with Italo, like these guys named Miko Mission, Silver Pozzoli, what's the other one? Gazebo. It's one of my favorites. But like
okay.
Yeah. Pierluigi something. I forgot his last name.
Pierluigi.
But enough about me. Well, Raf is another one. Raf.
Raf.
Yeah. Come stay, dove stai, cambiado.
Oh my god!
Yeah. That was actually a semi-big hit here, but enough about me. This is not my interview. So, before we wrap things up, Valentina, I just want to thank you so much for being with us here.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a great pleasure. Finally.
Finally, right? So, big question also is, with an album coming out next year, what's next for Valentina Ploy?
Oh, I don't know. What's next for Valentina Ploy? I'm gonna hopefully release the album, and the next single before I release the album this year, you're gonna hear like a collaboration. There's like my personal single that will be like in collaboration with another artist, and it will be in the album as well. So that's next. Then there's festival season before the album.
Yes.
This winter, so if you're around Bangkok or Thailand, just come by. And hopefully I look forward to release the album, really, because I think that will give like a whole more 360 degrees of my music in its totality. And yeah,
I honestly really can't wait. Especially, I can't wait for you as well, because like you have your festivals coming up, and man, it'll be so nice to finally get to perform live in front of so many people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And just share your music to everybody. So Valentina, thank you so much again for being with us here today.
Thank you so much for your time. And
Grazie
I had
mille.
a lot of fun. No, non è vero. Mahal ko kayo. And salamat po.
Yes! Oh my gosh. Okay. Again, folks, Valentina Ploy right there. Don't forget to check out her latest single, Camera Roll. Don't forget as well to check out her collaboration with this mystery artist when it comes out. I know you're not allowed to say yet.
Yeah.
I saw the record label reps are like, do not say anything.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Of course, don't forget to check out her album as well when it comes out next year. And if you are in Thailand, don't forget to catch one of her shows in the upcoming winter festival season. Any final words as well for your fans out here in the Philippines, Valentina?
Just thank you so much, so much. Maraming salamat po for like listening to my songs, and I really appreciate. And I hope to come back here very soon.
I also can't wait to hear your 6th language, which is going to be Tagalog.
Maybe.
I mean, Thai is already under your
Yes,
belt.
Jowas.
Oh my God.
Mamshi Beshi.
What have you guys been teaching? But those.
Shat puno.
Oh my goodness! Like, congratulations! You already speak better Tagalog than I do.
Shat puno. Beshis.
Once again, Valentina Ploy, everybody. Don't forget to check out all her music, especially Camera Roll, especially everywhere. YouTube, Spotify, even here on Magic 89.9. Once again, folks, my name is Mig Santillan, and we are today's best music, Magic 89.9.